Hey, what's up guys? This is Fuel. I'm carrying forward from the Rocket 3 video. Right now I have the 2025 101 Scout. One thing I wanted to point out is these front forks, they're inverted for this year. I am very curious to see how they're going to handle and perform suspension wise, because obviously I have an Indian Scout myself and we don't have that. This is really neat. Seat feels really good. I like how the seating posture is on this one. But, you know, I won't know until I have my legs up. Right now I'm just touching everything, you know, new components. But a lot of it, of course, carries over from previous years and its predecessors. Let's see. Hey, I like this brake pedal. It's pretty thick. I wonder if it's the same on the other side. No. That's cool. It makes sense because, you know, you got to shift up and down, so you don't want that thickness to cover up your whole boot. But it's pretty neat. So thought process right now that I got my feet up and I'm moving, going back to the seating posture, I thought it felt good. I mean, the seat does feel good, don't get me wrong, it's a new seat, but posture wise, no, I'm kind of wrong here. This is kind of weird. It doesn't even feel the same as the Indian Scout. Well, mine, I'm basing this off of mine obviously, but my legs are forward and I'm kind of hunched over, so my chest is kind of resting on the fuel tank. If you guys can put two and two together, I'm pretty much trying to tell you that my upper body is kind of forward into the fuel tank, so almost like I'm riding a sports bike. I'm not sure what the engineers were trying to go with this design, but I guess since it's a big engine on a smaller chassis, I would have instantly opted for some mid controls. It only makes sense. All in all, it's an acquired taste. I'm sure if you really want the bike, you'll get used to the seating position and, you know, you'll grow into it. But for me, this is too weird. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't like having my feet forward and, you know, being forced to hunch over. Maybe if the handlebars came towards me a little more, that'd be nice, because it just would make sense. But whatever. Let's continue on with the video here. Sorry, I'm trying to, you know, watch my speed this time. I don't want to take any crazy turns like I did last time. But yeah, throttle's pretty good. It definitely handles like your typical Indian Scout. You got the response when you need it. The inputs are quick and reactive, and you really lean into the turns without any effort at all, honestly. But let's run some specs here, at least the ones that I know, and that way you guys can know what this bike is capable of. And if you're looking for this kind of bike, you'll have an idea of the capabilities and performance of this. We all know this 101 is a bigger engine. It's a 1250cc liquid cool V-twin. It's about 111 horsepower, and it has 82 foot-pounds of torque at around 6,300 RPM. It is a wet clutch, typical with your, you know, modern motorcycles nowadays. What I do appreciate about this year, the 2025, is the fact that they put a tubular frame, so that pretty much makes the bike a lot stronger and a little more lighter where it matters. So good job to Indian for that one. Let's see what else I can give you. Oh, the front brakes. Also, the front brakes got a huge improvement for this year. I always wondered why they never put dual rotors for these Indian Scouts, because they're capable of a lot of power when you modify them, tune them, and what have you. But for this year, yeah, they did that. They got dual 320mm semi-floating rotors. They have 4-piston radial calipers. But for the rear stays at a single rotor with 1-piston caliper, which is kind of odd to me. I'm sure I'm overthinking this, but you know, if you're gonna put upgraded brakes in the front, you might as well upgrade the brakes at the rear as well. Put dual rotors there too, because in my mindset, if you're gonna put a bigger engine, you might as well, you know, step it up with the brake performance as well. But that's just me. I'm not an engineer. I'm sure a lot of costs went into this when they were developing this bike, but either way, it's pretty good. I'm not complaining about the braking. I am simply just trying to understand. Regardless, the braking's pretty good. I'm not complaining here, but yeah, it's a lot better than my Indian Scout for sure. I'm coming up on some railroad tracks here. Perfect opportunity to really put this new suspension to the test here. I'm not gonna lie, I hate these side mirrors. Here we go. It's coming up right here. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. I'm about to make a U-turn here and make my way back. Let's see how this thing goes. nimble and responsive, as of course. When you got a bike like this and it's low to the ground, you know, there's no... Oh, okay, I took that a little too hard. I almost flew off my seat there a little bit. I took that a little too fast. But those dual piggyback shocks are amazing. They really do a good job. Alright, I'm making my way back to the dealership. I gotta cut this short. But let me take this turn a little more speedy than I did before. Get by this truck. It just feels so good. I'm still not comfortable with the seating posture, but you know, that's just me. I'm sure somebody will like this. It's just still too weird, but it's still responsive. I don't know if I covered this, but the fuel capacity of the fuel tank stays about the same. Only this year it's about like maybe a fourth of the difference, so it's like 3.4 gallons that you're capable of carrying with you. That didn't change. This thing does come with a 6-speed transmission. Can't complain about that. Regardless of my opinions and views, I still had a fun time in this bike. There's something I did notice on my way over here, and it looks like there's an adjuster here, so you can definitely control dampening, which is pretty cool. A lot of good stuff here. 101. It's just an absolutely beautiful bike. I want to give another shout out to Ernan. Ernan, thank you so much for letting me joyride your bikes. It's been awesome and it's been a pleasure. I look forward to the next one possibly, which I don't even know what it would be. But last piece of information I'll give you guys is this bike does come in 2 colors. It's Sunset Red Metallic and Ghost White Metallic. And obviously I have the Ghost White Metallic. I'm not gonna lie, the paint job looks amazing when you see it in the sun. I hope you guys gained some kind of valuable information, and hopefully you'll come by here and talk to Ernan for your next motorcycle purchase, or just come by and say what's up. Chances are you'll probably run into me. But I'm pulling up. There goes my bike, my 2019 Indian Scout. And I'll see you guys later. Like and sub. I appreciate you guys for hanging out, and I look forward to the next one. Cheers.